Hello everyone and welcome back to QuicksaveTV, your #1 source for Skyrim coverage on YouTube. Today we're gonna continue adventuring as Shaik, on which I have 17 hours accumulated gameplay, which is now level 11 Archer, Khajiit Archer. Again, if you understand what I mean by twisted word Archer, it's actually a class which relies primarily on close combat and where is it? Display. Oh, seems appropriate. Alright. For some reason it's very light. The picture is very light. Let me just go ahead and check something. No, it seems everything's in place. Very strange. Very strange. So yeah, just gonna go ahead and I actually just finished with the how did I call it, the effective pulling video, and as we speak it should be uploaded by now, because it's uploading right now as I'm recording this gameplay video, and it will be really helpful for everyone who was asking such questions as how to play more effectively as a rogue character. I get spotted all the time and all these things. It should really help, well, everyone who's interested in this. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and play using some of these things, using some of the ideas I've presented. And plus, I'd like to, using the moment that you're listening to me right now, I'd like to thank every one of you, subscribers, every single one of you, for subscribing for me and for showing your support, because it's very important for me. Now, thanks to you, I have 300. I have my own Spartan army. I'm really excited because of that, really happy. It seems that my work is appreciated and people who subscribe to me really enjoy the content. You should be sure, you can be sure that there will be more where it came from, and just, you know, stay tuned for more. I'm gonna exploit a little bit in this situation because of the amount of enemies. There's just so many of them. Ta-da! There's 5 of them at the same spot. It's crazy. And the main problem for me is actually no one else but the bandit highwayman. That's the main difficulty. If only I could remove everybody else from the pack, I would be able to deal with the highwayman. Oh god. Wow, that's extreme. That is extreme. If you're watching it, look at the amount the eye is open. Just look at this. It's just a second before actually being detected. Okay, they're coming down. They're coming down. Whew. It makes the game so exciting. Believe me, it's just unbelievable. Gonna go ahead and pick off the weakened bandit outlaw, then finish with the another bandit outlaw. And the highwayman, I'm just gonna deal with him in close combat, but first I need to remove his friendlies. Just from the... Okay. Just carefully staying in the shadow, expecting for a better opportunity to attack. They keep searching for me without much of a success. I'll just prepare, and once they come down, I strike. Oh god. Time to run away! Okay, one down. Have to focus. Yeah. You do your worst, ass. Wow, that was hard. Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and log it. No problem. That's so good that in a game you can load the game. Just go ahead and... Believe me, your cousin's cat was not equipped in the dwarven armor. And the dwarven axe was not in his hand. Now we're just gonna go ahead and relentlessly attack the highwayman, not letting him opportunity to strike back. Yeah, that's right! That's right! Another one bites the dust. Phew! I'm gonna go ahead and pick up all the useful stuff. The shovel. The shovel is not the part of the useful stuff. Alright, no, that seems alright. Seems appropriate to heal myself. Whew. Whew, that was nice. That was very exciting, actually. I hope it was enjoyable, because for me this battle was really exciting. Quite difficult. Detected by whom? Oh, it seems that I actually finished with this particular encounter. Just in case, would like to check if it actually stays on the hardest difficulty, because I'm not sure anymore. Display gameplay mastered. Yeah, perfect. Everything seems to be pretty much in order. Alright, here. Perfect. Nah, we don't need any keys. I actually looked at this chest before, as I started recording the tutorial video right in the middle of gameplay. Just the idea sprouted in my head, and I decided to, you know, cover it. And I felt it was really interesting. It's actually one of the very few videos I watched after I finished it, and I'm really satisfied with the result. I hope you guys will enjoy it, because I used everything I learned up until this moment, all the techniques I used before, and I even tried some new stuff, and it seems very much interesting. At least for me. I mean, in the process of making it, I hope it's just as interesting for you to watch. And plus, regardless if it's interesting or not interesting for you to watch, it will be a really nice opportunity for you to learn some things. For you, anyone who's following the rogue archetype, the thief archetype, and anyone who's trying to implement some more strategical, tactical play in order to stay alive and just be more effective in combat. It will be useful for you. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and try to picklock the chest. Notice how I'm not really bothered by the fact that I'm breaking picklocks. In general, when you break picklocks as you try to unlock the chest, it just benefits you. Don't bother about it. If you lose, it's actually better than if you don't, because you get additional experience for doing it. So go ahead and don't be shy to do that. As you can see, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the mod I'm using. I don't remember if I presented it. It's a QD inventory, and it's a very strong modification, because it adds, first of all, it adds the better support for the widescreen monitor and the way the game looks and operates. I mean, in the inventory part, in the inventory department, and it just looks much more comfortable for all the PC players. And the idea is that you can sort items now, just like an old good Oblivion, with some mods again. So it's very nice, it works very well, and it adds additional parameter called, how's it called, weight, value per weight, which basically I like to call price per kilo. That value allows you to see right away how much does the kilogram of the same item, or the unit of weight of the same item will fetch, how much income will it fetch. Because when you see just the item itself, it's not so easy to understand if it's a good idea to pick it up or such. Not so good idea. Ah, that was extreme. Wow, that was extreme. So yeah, what I was talking about, the yeah, price per kilo. Yeah, that's the idea. As you can see, I'm throwing away some items automatically, and I don't even check them as such, because I see that the price per kilo is too low. It's just, for example, it's just lower than 10. It's less than my established minimum. My minimum is 10, so I ignore it. I don't even pay attention to it, because most of these objects are useless, and I'm just gonna sell them anyway, so there's no point for me to pick up crappy things. I just pick up the most expensive things and sell them. There was some Khajiit Eye, the ability. I like very much that it replaces the shout. If I would just start the game as Khajiit, I would argue that it's awful that it replaces the shout. I mean, you can bind it to, you use it on the shout key, right? Which means that you cannot equip a shout at the same time, but at the same time you don't have to switch your weaponry to use the Khajiit's Night Eye. It's very comfortable for me this way, because I don't like shouts anyway, and it's just very comfortable. However, it cuts through my eyes, like all the way to the back side of my head, because of the contrast it uses. I don't know what you guys think about it. If you would like to talk about it, the Khajiit, I go ahead and post it in comments. I actually would like to hear your opinions. Depending on the monitor contrast you're using, depending on your monitor and its contrast, the how many colors it supports, how good it depicts the colors. You actually might see it might much different, and it actually might not hurt your eyes. In my case, my eyes are bleeding, simply put, because of the gigantic contrastness to it. Yeah, I talked about this two mods you see right now before. It's very nice. You could see the episode 3 of the Skyrim Adventures if you're interested about it. It's actually the Ken mod, time on loading screen, and how's it called? Some font replacement, but I don't remember how exactly it was called. It was very nice. Okay, got a little bit careless. To be more careful next time, just go ahead and... Alright. That's the stuff. How do you like my Dwemer shield, huh? Dwemer disappeared, but the shield lives on. Oh yeah. Gigantic baby. Look at the shield. Gigantic. Covers so much. Covers majority of my torso. Like, I literally stopped getting arrows, evading my shield when I got this shield. It's very, very nice. The size matters when we talk about the shield. Okay, iron, firm bracers, gold. What's that? Wine. Perfect. Perfect. Oh yeah, gauntlets of smithing. Now, perfect. I think it's the opportunity to talk about it. I have had a lot of questions about enchantments, specifically on all types of my videos, like where did you get this enchantment, or how do you enchant so good? So in order for these questions to be resolved about how did I enchant so good, just go ahead and watch my videos enhancing crafting, smith to infinity and beyond, and another one called smithing plus enchanting equals hearts. That's very, very nice videos, and they will tell you a lot about enchanting and such. Now, what about the enchantments themselves? Where do I find them? It's basically from traveling in the game. As you travel in the game world, what's gonna happen? You're gonna find a lot of these enchantments, right? But randomly. You might find something with smithing in the beginning of the game, or closer to the middle of your gameplay experience, depending how much you play. And excuse me, as you find them, you should go ahead to the closest, how do you call them, enchanting table, is that it? Yeah, enchantment table, and just disenchant them. Because as you disenchant these different enchantments, and you're gonna remember them, and you will be able to use them later on during your whole gaming experience, right, with this character. Character remembers them, memorizes them, and you'll be able to use them on your new items. It's very easy and very useful to do that, like from the beginning of the game, although you spend a lot of money doing so. It's very, very useful way to invest in your enchantment. It's just overall very nice. This red guard likes the soul gem very much. I actually know who this red guard is, but I don't want to spoil anything to you, so I'm not gonna talk about, I'll try to avoid the spoilers as much as I can in my Skyrim Adventures, so as you watch them, you don't have to be afraid that I'm gonna spoil you something. I might discover something that you didn't discover, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, I know where it's from, or this is actually from, you know, from the end of the game. This is actually because of this is actually because of that. I'm not gonna go all herp derp, I know everything, you know. I'm just gonna view it from your perspective, like I see it first time, and I'm just gonna say, wow, it's interesting. That's gonna be the heaviest spoiler I'm gonna throw. Who's walking over there? Oh my... That's a dragon. And it spotted me. And it's gonna kill me. Because I have no resistances as my character. And I'm playing on Master's difficulty. Yeah. Well, actually, because the Stormcloaks have a fort nearby, I will be able to defend effectively. Go, Stormcloaks! I believe in you! You are true Nords. Hope you don't mind the Khajiit in your ranks. I hope I didn't hit the... Whew! Almost hit it with an arrow. There has been numerous reports about dragons flying backwards in 1.2. I have to say, I didn't play all that much of 1.2. I've been focusing on, you know, on the tutorials and everything. I never noticed dragons actually flying backwards. Oh, it's so bad. Where's my healing spells? Yes, that's right. I think I'm gonna go ahead and risk my life for entertainment. No, it flew away. How sad is that? Now I won't be able to show off my lead close combat skills. When I started the game, I think it's perfect time to discuss something since we're fighting with the dragon. It's so, you know, not pressing issue. Just go ahead and discuss something casually. When I started playing the game, I thought that the archery will be the hardest, the most skill-based in the game. Now I have to take it back. I think I'm really confident that the hardest aspect of the game is melee combat. No, for fuck's sake. I should cut it out. I hit a Stormcloak soldier and they turned against me. They are asses, simply put. Don't get in my goddamn way. I mean, I'm trying to kill a dragon. Yeah. Dragon freaking born. Yeah, I can't bite through the heavy shield, huh? I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm. Who killed it? Fancy Stormcloaks. Yeah, get it. Woohoo! They got him so much. You are not welcome here, you ass. Go back all the way where you came from. That's very simple. I'm just gonna go ahead and take the dragon scales. I really want both of them, dragon bolts, dragon scales. Just gonna go ahead and drop away something. Imperial bow. Seems appropriate. Perfect. We're just gonna go ahead and consume the dragon's soul. Because that is what we do. Because we are the Dragonborns. Yeah, go ahead, heal myself. Now, actually, speaking of Dragonborns, it's very interesting how the game does not have a multiplayer. However, you don't feel alone when you play the game. There is such a gigantic community around Skyrim, especially considering that it's one of the game nominated for... Oh, you never heard about that! Game trailers, recent announcement messages inform that Skyrim, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, is nominated as one of the games of the year. Other games of the nominants for the game of the year is Batman Arkham City, or how was it called? Arkham, I guess. Arkham Asylum, Arkham City. Batman City, something like this. I never played it, but I'm aware it's very good. It's very interesting as a game. The previous game was very, very good. I played it. I liked it very much. I played it on computer. It was unbelievably comfortable console gaming experience on computer. Unlike many other games, such as the most prominent example in my life was the MX versus ATV Unleashed, which was just it was breaking the fingers, right? You had to use WSAD plus the arrow keys plus the numpad keys at the same time, and you also used keys such as J, K, L, U, I, O, and you had to use all of them, right, at given times. Sometimes my hands would replace each other, left and right, would switch places. It would be just horribly hard. It was just gigantic bother. It was not comfortable at all without gamepad. Now, other games nominated are... Gosh, I wish I knew them. I wish I remembered them. I think one of them is... how is it called? I have a loud crowd coming up, so I'm just gonna cut the video at this point and gonna resume sometime later. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for joining. Stay tuned for more content about Skyrim and subscribe if you liked it. Bye bye.